Hello, everyone. Hi, it's Julia from Amazing Hiring here, and our special guest, Susanna.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. We hope that everything is okay and you can hear us, you can see us, and you have the right mood. Please use the chat, say something, say hello, say okay, say where you are from.
There's a whole lot of hellos going on.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yes, let's list all the cities. It's always so good just to see that your guys are located like really everywhere where the magic is. Yep. Skopje, San Diego, Krakow, Boston, Yerevan, Wrocław. Cool. Cool, guys. As usual, we give everyone just a few minutes. So that everyone who was planning to join us today would have a chance. Okay? Cool. Welcome, everyone.
I see so many names that I recognize from the Huva app for SOSU Europe. So I look forward to meeting you all in real life.
Yeah, me too. By the way, we will have a real hackathon soon at SOSU, so please come. That can be a nice training for you today.
Yes.
Yep. And so many names that we know, friends. Hi, friends. It's like so cool. You guys always, and ladies, you always come to share the spirit. Thank you.
Eugene's ready to play the game. I love it.
Is it a Google Translate game, Eugene?
We have one heck of a game scheduled for you all. Just to let you know. Spoiler alert.
Phoenix, Samara, Russia, San Diego. Cool, great. So we have almost 100 people right now. So that looks like a good team. Okay, so let us start. And while we will start with a very short intro, we will give an opportunity to everyone to join us. So first, what I would do, I would share my screen. Thanks. And we will start with a presentation.
In the chat, do you all mind just sharing what house you're in, if you do have a preference?
Yeah, okay. So guys, I hope you can see my screen.
I'm done.
Yeah. Can you see the screen? Yeah, cool. So as you know, this is an online sourcing hackathon by Amazing Hiring, and our special guest today is Susanna. And this is an autumn stage. So probably if you have participated in the previous hackathons, the previous one was actually about it was on the 4th of May, and it was devoted to Star Wars. So today's one is about Harry Potter. We don't know yet what will be in the winter, but we really promise it will be something cool. So a few words about our hosts. I think you all know me, so I will give the floor to Susanna. Susanna, can you tell a little bit about yourself, why you loved sourcing, and how come you managed to win the SourceCon Hackathon 2 times? It's crazy.
Thank you so much. So for those of you all that don't know me, I hope to get to know you because I will be in Europe for SOSU. But up until now, I've just been an avid SourceCon attendee. I've really only been in the scene for, gosh, maybe like a year and a half. And throughout that time, I have managed to win 2 out of 3 hackathons that I participated in. And the first one, or excuse me, 2 out of the 4. So the very first one, not gonna lie, I was not prepared because I had gone to downtown Disney beforehand and had a really good time. So when I was emailing my answers, I was actually emailing them to the wrong email address. So lesson learned, you know, you got to master the basics. But I also like that totally fired a competitive spirit within me and made me realize like how much I did not know. And for those of you that have ever met me, I'm extremely competitive. So I had no option other than to win the very first hackathon after that. And the next hackathon, my husband attended with me. And my husband's kind of in the industry, but he's on the sales side. And he's even more competitive than I am. So when he was like in the corner of the hackathon, texting my family and both them and myself, you better win, and kind of screaming at the same time, I had no choice. So by default, I ended up, I had to win both hackathons. So I'm really hoping in 2 weeks I'll claim that third title as well. And as far as like any advice for you all going forward, either with this hackathon or others, master the basics and really like read the questions, because we definitely pick those particular words for a reason. We try not to throw too much information at you and just give you what you need. And as Shannon Pritchett would say, don't overthink it. And I swear she whispered that in my ear way too many times last time around. And at the very end, I go, ugh, Shannon, I overthunk it, which was like just a testament as to how fried my brain was. And if you ever want to just kind of brush up on your skills, I definitely encourage you to check out Jan's sourcing.games. That just opened up a whole new world for me. So yeah, that's me. Oh, and by the way, I'm a Gryffindor.
Yeah, cool. Thank you very much. Yes, by the way, we always ask Jan, and he's so happy to do it. Jan is the creator of sourcing games. He always converts our hackathons to be a sourcing game after it finished. So if any of your colleagues would like to try it afterwards, there will be offline version as well. I have one more question to you, Susanna, because it is about Harry Potter today. So it is something very special, I guess, for both you and me. So who's your favorite character and why?
I love Luna Lovegood. She just has such like a me energy about her. Very warm and kind of quirky, and she embraces all of the quirks within her, and I really respect that. Hence why I got her wand. Okay. Yep, we just went there. But who is yours?
Well, I have a few. I probably the first one is Hermione, of course. I don't know, she's like an example. But Ron and the whole Weasley family is also one of my favorites. So I was a bit crying watching the last episode. Yeah, guys, you're welcome to share your favorite characters as well in the chat if you have ones. So,
or your least favorite. I see. I don't like Harry Potter, and that's perfectly fine, man. You won't have a leg up on anybody if you know more about Harry Potter or not for this hackathon. Oh gosh.
Yeah. If you are really closer, you would be able to find.
Bobby. Okay. I like you guys a lot. Good luck.
Okay, so I guess we are ready to start. So I will quickly go on through the rules if you are participating for the first time. So the hackathon is administered through an online platform which is called Socrative. Right before we start, I will share the link, which is a specific link to enter your own private room. You will see the questions there. You will be able to submit the answers there. Each question will appear when the time limit will pass, right? So do not please share your answers, variants by chat or in a private message, only through Socrative, okay? Each task has a time limit, and we will be tracking the time. It will be written on my slide as well, and we will be also like hinting how much time is left. We will try to be silent during the time that you source, because we actually like to chat, but it's really distracting. So we will have to be as silent as possible. Each task has its weight, its difficulty level. The weight would be measured with awls, like an awl that you see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. So that might vary from one awl, just like an easy question, to 4 or 5 awls for the very, very difficult questions. Okay, and of course it is allowed to use any plugins or search systems that you use, except the Amazing Hiring search engine. Otherwise it will be too easy. Okay, so awards. As usual, we are giving out Amazing Hiring subscriptions. It's 6 months for the first place, 3 months for the second, and 1 month subscription. Sorry, guys, subscription for the golden, for the bronze medal participants, and all the rest of the participants have a chance to come to our website and ask for a 2-week free trial time if you haven't tested the system for the last 6 months. Also, one more important thing here, that if a lot of people from one company win, we only give 1 user subscription for 1 company. Okay, so we hope everyone is ready. My colleague Daria will send a link to the So Creative Room. It is very important. Please use the same email to register. The system will say name, but please ignore that and use your email. That would help us to identify everyone. Where the system would ask for your name, please use the same email.
Are you a true sourcing wizard?
Yes. So, expecto patronum, that's how the room is called, because we hope our small contest will give you really nice and warm feelings that you can use afterwards. If you remember what is expecto patronum. Do you remember, Suzanne?
Nope, but I can make something up that sounds right. What does it mean?
That's the spell that you use to protect yourself from dementors.
Aha, that's essential.
Right, yeah. So that actually brings up some creature. It might be anything that you like, and it just comes and protects you from those dementors. Okay, so
hey, I'm seeing here in the chat that some people their email addresses are too long to enter.
okay, that's fine. Just as much as it's there, I guess we will anyway. It will be easy for us to understand. Just write as much as you can and click submit. Yes, right now it will be loading because we haven't yet shared any questions. Just 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds for everyone to be ready, because it will be synchronized. You will see the same question in the system, the same question as we will be showing right here, okay? Okay, guys, we hope that everyone is ready. Our stopwatch is ready too. So let's go. Question number 1. Would you please read it out, Suzanne?
Of course. Question number 1. There is an international association of Harry Potter's favorite sports game. Who volunteers as a web designer there?
Web developer. And it's 1 minute. It is just 1 easy question, 1 minute, just for you to start. Nice music. And it's halftime. Hi, if the page is still loading, just try to renew it.
I think that might have been a message from earlier.
Okay.
People seem to be hard at work.
Okay, and we stop the time. Cool. Question number 2.
All right. Question number 2. Scandal. Hermione Granger has a human brother who is hidden from the magic community. He is a web developer who trains his programming skills in boot camps. Find his email address. 1.5 minutes. Ready, go.
Cool. Thanks. And we start the time. And it's been a minute, half a minute to go. And we have exactly 98 participants today. So let's see how it's gonna develop. That's a big battle. Okay. And we stop the time. Okay, I hope that was a good warm-up. And we go to the questions that are a little bit more tricky. And question number 3.
Question number 3. Did you know a DevOps professional that's proficient in Python and known as he who must not be named recently moved to Bangkok? And he doesn't really try to be mysterious. How many months has he worked in his most recent position? Time is 2.5 minutes.
And we start the time. Yeah, and it should be there. I'm checking on my other screen. Everyone should see the question number 3 now. Okay, that question is a bit challenging. So 2.5 minutes should be okay for our global sources. Let's see. And it's a minute and a half. So 1 minute to go. I will check if we have any answers already. Usually, if there are no answers submitted during the timing, we will add half a minute. And it's 2 minutes now. Last 10 seconds. He who must not be named in Bangkok. Okay, and we stop the time. Cool. Now we go to question number 4.
Okay, question number 4. He studied at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and doesn't kiss on the first date. He is a big data ninja hacker, but in fact, he is just tech dude from LA. Find his phone number. Ready, go. You have 3 minutes.
And we start the time. 3 minutes and 3 O's. Good luck, guys. Page will load in a second.
So I'm
Okay.
actually on a switch screen and mine hasn't loaded either.
Yeah, we see that we are now reloading the system, so you guys can start sourcing. We will give an additional time to compensate for that time. It will reload in a second. Yeah, okay, so now the question is there, and we have 3 minutes. Okay.
Oh, I wish I knew what that.
2 minutes to go. That's really a very interesting combination of facts about the person, right? Especially the first date. Okay, let us. Okay.
I think that's nice. He doesn't kiss on the first date too.
That's pretty nice. Yes. Okay, so we don't yet have any answers. Okay, that means that this is a tricky question indeed, and it's 2 minutes. Okay, okay.
Good job, Lenore.
Okay, it's a half more minute.
Yes. Touche, Tim.
If you guys have found a lot of numbers, just put all of them. We will figure that out.
And then I'd like to hear from Tim how he found 2.
Okay. So it's like 5 more seconds. Okay, we will probably give additional half a minute to this question. Okay. Yes, guys, you can still do it. Everyone. 10 more seconds, bonus seconds. And remember what Susanna said, we're using specific words. Okay.
Words.
So, yeah, we have to close that one. Okay, and we would go to question number 5.
All right, question number 5. She is a testing engineering team lead, and she likes Harry Potter on his Facebook page. Find her email address.
And it's 3.5 minutes and 4 O's. It's actually not too late to play because each question has a weight, so you can actually find an answer to the most difficult questions and still win. So join the battle.
So I'm really surprised nobody has messaged me privately for answers yet. When I was doing this, I was like, Mark, check my answer. Was it right? Was it right?
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, you wouldn't give me anything, but ugh, had to work all the angles. Competitive AF.
Okay, and it's only 1 minute.
Yes, it is too late to answer previous questions.
Yeah, because yes, the system already wouldn't really allow it.
But you go, girl.
Okay, and it's 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So we still have more than a minute. Back. Go, 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 guys. Harry Potter Facebook page. And it's just been 3 minutes. Usually we tend to give more time than needed. This time looks like it's really not enough time, so probably we will add an extra half a minute to this one as well. Let me check.
I learned how to solve this particular type of problem during one of your previous hackathons.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's so helpful once you know how to do it.
Okay, we will give an extra 40 seconds. And maybe an extra half a minute. Okay, 20 seconds to go, guys. Okay, we have to go to the next question. And question number 6.
All right, guys. Question 6. The Tri-Wizard Tournament is a famous contest between 3 of the top 11 wizarding schools. According to LinkedIn, a student recently attended 2 of those schools at once. What is his Instagram handle? You have 4 minutes. Good luck.
It's 4 minutes and 4 O's. And we will have 8 questions today. So we are down to 3 last ones. It will be easier for those who remember what is the Tri-Wizard Tournament.
I didn't.
I really love this movie. It's so beautiful.
Much less be able to spell those schools' names.
Yeah. And it's almost 1 minute, so you have 3 minutes to go. Suzanne, you need to fix your camera. Oh, hello. Hello. Everyone needs support. What's his name or her name?
Her name is Harvey.
Hi, Harvey.
Harvey likes to be in the mix, and she likes the owl.
It would be funny. I can also show my support team probably a bit later. I also have fun here. Okay, so it's 2 minutes and a half.
Will you let me know when an answer rolls in? I'm real curious about this one.
Yeah, I'm checking on that.
Don't overthink it.
And it's 3 minutes. 1 minute to go. Okay. Okay, we will probably add an extra half a minute to this one. Because we don't have many answers. So we'll give a little bit more time. We do have answers and we do have right answers.
Yeah.
Half a minute would be good.
Y'all got magic skills.
15 more seconds. And we stop the time and we go to the question number 7.
Whew. Question number 7. Almost there, guys. So find a meetup geek that's been a member since 2013 and identifies well with the quote whispered when opening the Martyrs map. What is her last name? You have 4.5 minutes. Good luck.
It's already.
I got my son a puzzle of the Martyrs map. Totally impossible. I thought it would be a good gift and it was a flop.
Yeah, that's, I guess, pretty challenging for those sorcerers who do not have any clue what is Martyrs map now. So,
yeah, to be honest, though, I wouldn't have been able to quote it correctly. So
yeah, true, me too. Anyway, you have to Google it, I guess. So,
yes.
True. I would like to have this map for my child.
Me too. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Be able to.
It's like a GPS tracker, but like I've made one. That's real cool. Would be.
Child.
3.5.
The best.
And it's 1 minute. So you guys have plenty of time, really, for this question. And it's last boost 1. So please don't lose your concentration. And it's almost 2 minutes. Do we have any answers, team? Tell me, please. Okay, few answers really, but it's just 2 minutes and a half. So the chat is not that much active today. That really means that our questions are pretty difficult this time, because usually, like when some people finish, they just come to talk. Today we don't have many, so looks like everyone is busy sourcing.
They're going to be ready for a butter beer after this.
Butter beer.
Have you ever had one?
Well, I think I've tried something with that name, but I'm not sure that was really the genuine one. But some fake butter beer, yeah, probably.
I highly recommend them.
Okay, guys, it's 3.5 minutes. We will now see if we need to add a little bit more time, like an extra half a minute. Okay, looks like we need to add an extra half a minute. Looks like that's a difficult question.
Don't overthink it. Easier said than done.
And it's already the 7th, so. Okay, 15 more seconds. And we go to the last question, question number 8.
Last question, question 8. There is a LinkedIn member whose headline is the quote used to close the Moradors map. He is open to relocating to what city? You have 4.5 minutes and good luck.
Good luck, guys. That's the last one. You already know about the Moradors map, right? So okay, there is still a possibility that the one who will give a right answer to the last question will win. So everyone should concentrate. Right now we have a draw situation, as far as I understood. So that's an interesting one. Everyone still have a chance. And it's just 1 minute. So you have lots of time. Almost 2 minutes. It's just one answer so far, but 2.5 minutes more. And it's 3 minutes. And it's almost 4 minutes. We don't have that many answers, so
Y'all got this one.
probably last half a minute. Extra half a minute, and we will be done. Okay, it's 10 last seconds, and we're done. Okay, guys, you still have few last seconds to submit your answers, and it's like 5 last seconds. And we have to close the competition. And sorry, I know you see.
Whoa.
Yes, I'm trying to switch that off. Oops, sorry. I think I need to reload my page. Well, yeah.
Womp womp.
Yeah, I think.
Guys.
Yes, good. I think. Yeah, just a second. I'm trying to switch on my screen sharing. The system became a little bit irresponsive.
Would you like for me to share mine? Oh, well, hey guys, it's a Susanna show now, apparently. How'd everybody do? I know, this is what you've been waiting for the entire time. And here I have my co-host, Hedwig the Owl, and we have a purple squirrel, and I'm totally killing time right now until she logs back on. But if she doesn't, we have a plan, and that is to walk through all of the questions quickly to show actually how to get the correct answers. But in the meantime, I'm curious, what did you guys think? Which of those questions absolutely just gave you the biggest headache? While you're answering, I can answer for myself. And I would say that that Instagram handle one really killed me, as well as, you know, the one about the meetup geek and what is her last name. Those are the two that really, yeah, really grinded my gears. Anybody else? Oh, got logged off. Well, I'm glad you're back, Lenore. And yeah, I definitely would have needed more time too. That's why I get so freaking competitive. Like my hands start sweating and all that jazz. Yeah, the first name, but not the last. But when we start going through the how to actually go about solving the different challenges, you all will see that there is a method to the madness after all. And since I'm still the only one here, I'm going to go ahead and jump into how to go about solving these, while on the back end, they're actually going to be tallying the results. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Oh, snap! Oh, Susanna show is over. My apologies, guys.
Good. So while Susanna will be sharing her screen and explaining what is the strategy behind, my team here at Amazing Hiring will calculate all the results so that at the end of the session, we would be able to give you the names, okay? Cool. Thank you, Susanna. Now the floor is yours, please. I guess everyone is really, really, really willing to know the answers to those questions because it looks like they were really challenging.
I should hope so, by design. Does my screen look okay to everybody? Yes, no, maybe so.
It's good.
Yes.
It's good. Go to another tab. I think that's
right, yeah. So our very first question here is at the top. There's an International Association of Harry Potter's favorite sport game. If I wanted to go about Googling Harry Potter's favorite sports game, I know that that would be Quidditch. Then I'm looking for an international association. So International Association of Quidditch. Going to go ahead and search for that. And I see here, not only is that the actual name of the association, but they also have an acronym, IQA. And I always like to include, I'm going to make that a little bigger for you guys. I always like to include acronyms when I'm searching, just so that I don't miss anything. So as you can see here, I'm using all the different keywords and volunteer and web developer. And lo and behold, one way of finding this answer is by clicking on the first result. And I see, I don't even know what that means. I don't speak that. But I see a whole lot of fluff here, so I want to get straight to the answer. So I'm just going to search for web developer, web developer, web developer. And sure enough, here is a web developer that is currently volunteering at the International Quidditch Association. And another way you could have gone about doing that is entering in these keywords into LinkedIn. and you would get the same exact answer there. So cruising right along to Hermione Granger's human brother. I'm gonna check back here in the chat. All right, cool. So here I know if Hermione Granger has a brother, then his last name is going to be Granger as well. And he is a web developer. And he trains. Now, I like to stem my words when I am crafting Boolean strings, so I'm a little excessive, so I'm going to do train or trains or trained or training or trainer. And what is he training? Programming. And he's training in boot camps. Let's see what we got. Sure enough, the very first search result is Will Granger. Looking back here, and as Will Granger loads, there's several different ways to go about finding contact information from the actual LinkedIn profile, but this one isn't quite evident. So with that being said, I know that this guy is a web developer, and I know how to go about finding email addresses of GitHub users. So I just want to quickly cross-check this. Oh, fancy that. I need to sign in again. Sign in. Oh, and by the way, there's a plug for Sorcerers Who Code if you aren't familiar with the group. And likewise, I'm going to use the advanced GitHub search. Much easier than using this toolbar up here. If you'd like to explore how to better search on GitHub, feel free to check out my YouTube videos. But I want to go on ahead and put his name here and see what comes up. Oh, nothing came up that time around except for, oh, it always searches repositories. I'm looking for users, so I clicked there, and sure enough, here's the email address that we were looking for. Cruising along still. Number 3. All right, so I'm looking for a DevOps. This one's a little tricky. DevOps professional and Python, and he's known as he who must not be named. So I'm going to go and assume if he's known as that, that's could be his tag. And then I see Bangkok, and we'll see what happens. Lo and behold, cruising down here, I don't see any users that stick out to me. But I know that if I have a username that I'm pretty confident about, and it's a technical individual, well, then I can go on ahead and go to GitHub, and I can look at that individual's profile. And I confirm here that he is proficient in Python, but heck, I don't see where his location is currently Bangkok. I'm going to take a gander at his web page because I don't know anywhere else where I could find somebody with that particular username. And sure enough, it looks like this individual is now located in Bangkok. So his GitHub was a bit dated. With that being said, I'm now trying to figure out how many months he has worked in his most recent position. And I see here scrolling down, looks to me like he's been in his current position for 11 months. But just to be sure, I'm using a tool called Search LinkedIn. It's just a little bookmark lit, highlight his name, and it quickly searches on LinkedIn his information. And yeah, I see it's a DevOps expert in Bangkok. And oh, those positions don't match up. So which one's more recent? Looks like he's already moved on from Agoda. Now he's been at Origami Logic for 6 months. So the answer there would be 6 months. Yeah, Shannon, when I was first trying these questions, I tried he who must not be named using the hyphens, without the hyphens, as the username. And then I realized, oh, if he's known as that, then that's typically going to be a username for you. So cruising along still to number 4, we have a he that studied at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And he didn't kiss on the first date. I don't know what all that means. I know some keywords that stick out to me are Hogwarts, and the kissing thing is kind of interesting, but I know that big data ninja hacker kind of stands out to me, and also that he's located in LA or Los Angeles. Give that a gander. He surely is known as the tech dude. Again, the first search result here, taking a look at good old Chris's profile, see what sort of information he's sharing with us. And that's a total flop. Scrolling down, again, a total flop. However, let's see if I have this extension on. LinkedIn has a Connectifier social links extension, and it is not wanting to load right now, but it is a free extension. Oh, okay, I see that some individuals are using Contact Out. That's another really good way to go about that. In the meantime, we're going to pretend like you all see my Connectifier social links extension. Oh, yay, speak of the devil. Alrighty, I'm gonna refresh my page real quick. And again, totally free tool by LinkedIn here. And it's gonna make me sign in again. I swear it's worth the wait. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, sure enough, I see Chris's different associated social links here in the bottom right-hand corner. And by clicking on his Google Plus profile, who knew that people still use that, and checking out his About section, no, I don't want to allow that. There is his mobile address. So that's one way, as we said, to go about finding that answer. Now here for question 5, again, looking at keywords, I see test engineering team lead. Oh, but that's right. She likes something on Facebook, and there's definitely a wonderful free, yet again, tool to help search specifically on Facebook, but other platforms as well. So I'm looking for a person. Her job is test engineering team lead, and I know that she likes Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Search good old Facebook. And it didn't find anything that time. It did earlier. Let me look in the chat to see if anybody's troubleshooting me. It's okay if your number was different. Let's do it one more time. Okay, so her job is definitely that. And she definitely likes Harry Potter with a different page. Harry Potter fan. I'll try that one. And this seems to be broken, and I do not know why. So anybody else have a way of solving this? We are all ears, and if not, maybe it will all come back and begin working. So I'm going to go on ahead and skip this, and we can come back to it. So Daniel, you said that you did the same thing. Did you actually get the correct answer there, or get an answer? Nope. Okay, so I really did position. Sorry, guys.
What we use is to wait intersect. I can.
What was that?
Intersect. To create the query with intersect. I will just share it with everyone. However, maybe you can start with the next one, and I will share the previous one.
All right, wonderful. Yeah, without that extension, searching on Facebook is a beast. There's lots of different ways to use that tool, and I really encourage you guys to explore that further. So cruising along while we rain check on that, question 5. So the Tri-Wizard tournament, again, I was not familiar with the different schools that competed in this. I know that only 3 schools participated. So by doing a little clickety-click, I see that those schools are Hogwarts, Durmstrang, and heck, I can't even pronounce all those. So I'm going to go on ahead and note what those names are. Hogwarts and Durmstrang and Box Batons. And it says according to LinkedIn, so I'm going to give LinkedIn a gander. And I'm going to sign back in and pray that LinkedIn doesn't have me in jail. I've been fighting that for way too long, on and off for the past week. And I'm just going to see. All right, so I have 2 results if I'm looking for just people that have gone to all 3 schools, but I know that I'm only looking for 2 schools. So I'm going to go on ahead and run this search in 3 different ways: Hogwarts and Durmstrang, Hogwarts and I don't know how to pronounce that, but it starts with a B. And then in a separate window, I'm going to go on ahead and this is a lot easier to do on LinkedIn Recruiter, by the way. And these 2. Okay, so now I have all combinations of the different schools. And checking here, I see Maya, Christina, Bernie, and a LinkedIn member that I'm not able to access because they're not in my network. If I were to go about searching through both Maya, for the sake of time, Maya, Christina, and Bernie's profiles, they do not go to 2 of those schools at once. But for the sake of example, again, going down the list systematically, okay, I'm not able to access this individual's profile. Wendy ends up, she is not the person that we're looking for, and then cruising over to our 3rd tab, we've already searched for these individuals. So I am stuck with the 2 folks that were not in my network. One of them has to be the person that attended 2 schools at once. So I'm going to go on ahead and copy and paste the information that I do see here and just do a quick Google search. And sure that I'd like to translate. And actually, I want to see his LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to do a site command for LinkedIn/in and click. Lo and behold, you guys see his profile picture here. I'm now able to access his full profile just by searching for him within Google. So again, I was cross-referencing 2 different profiles, and sure enough, this is the profile that somebody attended both schools and at the same time. So next step is, what is his Instagram handle? Again, always going for the easy way, checking contact info as well as my free tool that LinkedIn provides. Otherwise, I'm going to go on ahead and reverse search his profile image. And when I do that, that's funny that it says girl, but I'm going to enter in his name, Manu McFly. And there are 3 options here. So I'm going to go on ahead and click all 3 options, all about efficiency. And let's see, that doesn't show me off the top of my head which one is Manu McFly. That doesn't look like Manu McFly, but heck, that's an Instagram handle. Let me check our last resort here. Okay, that same profile picture is associated with the YouTube account. And, well, hey, that's funny. So looking at his YouTube profile, YouTube enables you to link your accounts in your About section. I now have access to another Twitter and Instagram. So I'm going to double check here. I'm looking for an Instagram. Let's see if this is our dude. And sure enough, it is. So this is the Instagram handle that we are looking for. That one was kind of, you got to do a lot of clicking. All right. Now, I like Bernie more. Yeah. I'm sorry. I like Bernie Sanders, if that helps. Okay, so question 7. looking for a Meetup Geek. So I know that I'm looking for a Meetup Geek member, and they've been a member since 2013. And the quote was for when opening the mortars map. Okay, let's see what that is. Do a little clickety click, and then a little copy paste. Okay, so it says the map they created appears to be a blank until activated by this phrase. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. So I'm going to include this in my Boolean string here. Give it a gander. First search result, I say hey to this lady named Jax. And I could go about this by searching, again, a reverse image search for Jax. But spoiler alert, that doesn't work. So I'm not going to waste time there. Instead, I'm going to pull information that I see in this profile and create a new string. So I know I'm looking for somebody named Jax. And I know that she's a geek, again, looking for keywords. And I know that she's from either New York or Brooklyn or New York. Typically, I like to include locations or education in my strings, but in this case, I do not have the liberty of viewing her education. So I feel like I have way too many results. Let's just make it a little bit more narrow and look for good old Brooklyn, since that was very specific in her profile. Oh, and it looks like, gosh, these aren't including the name Jax. Well, now when it does include the name Jax, I have a Twitter account. I'm gonna go on ahead and click there. And that doesn't really look like the same individual to me, but she wasn't all dolled up either. So either I could stalk her a bit more via Twitter by scrolling through her media, or I recognize that she has an Instagram account here attached to her Twitter profile. And Instagram is all full of selfies. So let's see if those end up matching up. Wait for it. And I do see a similarity here. I want to go back to her Meetup Jax profile. Do a little comparison in case I don't come across the same exact person. Let's look. All right. So that's her face. Looking similar. And continue scrolling down, and it becomes evident that, yes, indeed, that is the exact same individual. And if you actually scroll down further, you stumble across a lot of different Harry Potter quotes that she's Instagrammed out. So final question. All right, there's a LinkedIn member whose headline is the quote used to close the Martyrs map. Gonna go on ahead and scroll through again the same site that we used before, and let's see, sorry, I didn't mean to close that, but Mortars map, how to close quotes, whatever. And sure enough, so it says, I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. Who said mischief managed? Essentially, long story short, we get to the chase that mischief managed is that keyword that we're looking for. Now going back to LinkedIn, because we're looking for a LinkedIn member, we're gonna yet again copy and paste within the LinkedIn search bar, and that keyword mischief managed. And let's see if this works for me. So actually, LinkedIn has some site operators that work. One of those is typically headline. So that actually narrowed my search results down quite dramatically. And I see here that, company names, Mischief Managed Entertainment, blah, blah, blah. Nobody in particular stands out to me as a quote except for this individual, which again is out of my network, and then again our first result. So taking a plunge with our first result here. Oops, don't know why that popped up. Good old Matthew. Let's see what he has to say. Checking out his contact info. I see where he has a personal website. He also has a lot of different social links associated to him using that free tool that LinkedIn provides. And if I'm looking for a city that he's open to relocating to, and I automatically don't see it within his actual profile itself, I'm looking for other professional sites that he would mention this. So either like a resume that he has posted, or let's see here, what else has he provided? He has provided, I think that might be Career Builder, but I also see AngelList. And AngelList, scrolling down, it's going to make me log in yet again. Sorry, guys. Come on. Okay. So if you scroll down in AngelList in the meantime, you will find that Matthew Rothenberg, I'm not going to go about it that way since. Okay, another way to go about this, since that one was not wanting to work at this given time and load on me, is a tool called Name Checker. So essentially, using the URL mroth, he's well branded across the board as that. You can also see that again by his website and his GitHub and his Twitter. So if I use the tool called Name Checker and I enter in mroth, I'm able to see which sites he currently has active with that specific account. So again, I'm kind of deviating by showing you guys lots of different ways that you can go about finding information about him. But going the easiest route is just by clicking his personal website, going around. Let's see, he's available limitedly on LinkedIn and AngelList. He says to contact him. And let's see if this, okay, so this AngelList definitely does work this time. Great. And scrolling down here, I see he's open to both New York City and Seoul. Where does he currently reside? He resides in New York, so relocating would mean Seoul. Bada bing, bada boom. That was question 8.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I guess now everyone understands that yes, indeed, our questions today were quite challenging, but I hope you enjoyed everything, guys. And now you know probably a lot of different new things and tricks. And we already have the names of our winners. So it happens so today we do not have third place because it was shared with like many people. But we have couple of people and couple of teams that have this similar number of points. So when we speak about the silver, we do have 2 people from a team Good Call. It is Jonas Waloszczyk and Sara Drozdova. Congratulations, guys. You've done really great. You have similar number of points. So that's really cool. Congratulations. And the second team, also 2 people from Objective Paradigm. Yeah, so it's Shannon Kelly and Ben Solomon from Objective Paradigm. Congrats, guys.
Good job, guys. I hosted a hackathon with them last week, so well done.
Cool. So we have a team from the US and we have a team from Czech Republic, which is Good Call. So we also have 1 individual who has the same number of points, and that's Aj Petrosan. Congratulations, Aj. That's a really good job. And Aj is from a company which is called Minds, and she's located in Yerevan in Armenia. So we have 3 countries with silver medals. Yay! Yay! And now, who was the first one? We have only 1 person with the maximum number of points, and this is David Gailey. Congratulations, David. Yes,
well
yes.
done.
Cool. Thank you, everyone. As always, we will create follow-up. There will be a video that you can watch again and see how Susanna really aced all the questions. There will be an opportunity to go back to the questions in the form of offline sourcing game, and we will show a link to that. We hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thank you very much. For everyone who likes Harry Potter and who doesn't like Harry Potter. So
this was seriously a dream come true moment for me. So thank everybody that helped me get here and participated, and you, and you, and you. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Susanna, for waking up really very early today and helping us.
Awesome. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Yep, and see many of you soon.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.